How to use a measuring scale. Measuring scale comes in different forms and type. You can get them as digital, analog, and they read in grams, ounces, kilograms, milliliters, liters, whichever one is easy for you to use for your soap production. So the reason for having a measuring scale is to have an accurate number of measurement for your production. And the advantage of having a measuring scale is to prevent you from over measuring or under measuring the quantity you will need it for production. So what I have here is a measuring scale, and it's reading in grams and ounces. So if I want to measure my powder, I'll put my bowl on the measuring scale, turn it on, it's reading in grams. So if I want to change it to ounces, I'll press mode, which is going to read in 0.0 ounces. But for now, I'm going to use the grams, which I'm very good in. So I press the mode, it goes back to 0 grams. I now take my powders and put it on the scale, which it has given me 3 grams. So if I want to measure more, I will just take the powders and gently pour it on the scale until I have the total number of powders that I want to use, which is 23 grams. So I press tar and it goes back to 0 and remove my powders. Now you can see it's running at 33 because I removed it, but it's okay, I can still press tar again, it goes back to 0. So now I take my empty bowl to measure my liquid. You can see it's going back to 37, which is wrong. So I have to press tar to go back to 0 grams and measure my liquid properly. So now I'm going to measure my water, which I quickly pour it until I get the total number of grams I want to use. Here I have 150 grams of water, which I'm going to use for my soap production. So this is how you're going to use a measuring scale. If you want to measure powders, this is how you do it. If you want to measure liquid, also you do the same thing. And if you want to measure oils, also the same thing. Like over there, you can see I have my tallow and my shea butter, which I use this method to measure what I need for my soap production.